Creating space and build-up is one of the biggest problems in FC 26. In fact, one of our community members on the Guide Plus booked a coaching session with me because of these issues, and after executing the 5 methods that I showed him, he became simply comfortable with it. With this video, I will show you how to manipulate the entire defense with quick ball movement and shifting the game direction. Then I will show you how to use your first touch and dribbling to punish the opponent when they try to react to those big moves. We are going to start off with quick passing out of pressure because that will lead to quick ball movement, and then that makes you actually untouchable, and it will also delay the switches from the defender side, which is going to allow you create a lot of space. So as we take a look at this example, we have to tell ourselves to be able to create space, we need to know the next steps that we are going to take. So as the ball is traveling, you can already select your next passing station. And in that case, this is the upper side towards the left wing. This makes it not impossible, but very hard for the opponent to read you. And even though they're trying to get a touch on the ball, even if they selected the defender close by, they will fail with it because you see, you will pass the ball right there and then they won't be able to react to it. And if you take the ball and if you try to dribble towards the upper side, this will slow you down. But with quick passing, with quick knowing of what you're going to do next and your next passing station, you will be able to carry the ball forward into the open space very easily. So here we don't control the ball, we have the open passing space or lane, and that is why with the first touch we are passing the ball towards forward again. This makes us untouchable because the opponent is still deciding what he is doing actually next, and here you see they're actually not able to switch here, and even if they switch towards, for example, the right wing back, they won't be able to catch us. So quick passing here, again with one touch passes, the opponent is still trying to get back over here. Even if they try to select the defender and make a move towards us, they won't be able to catch it because we already know that we are going to pass towards the middle. Here in FC 26, tiki-taka playstyle or gaming playstyle, let's say, is very important, and this is when you can create tons of space like this. So the next move towards the middle, and then the next one over here, it forces the opponent to make a single switch mistake, which leads us again towards the open space. So we pass the ball right here and then towards the lower side once more, and as you can see, the opponent thought actually they would have switched to this guy, and then they tried to go like this. But they actually did switch to their wing back and then made this movement just because they thought they were switching to their central back. And here with the quick passing, with the quick ball movement, you created some space for yourself, and now you are on a 1 versus 1 with the keeper and you can easily score the goal like this. Even only with this single tip, my coaching student was delighted. We not only aim to bring solution to the problems, but also give you an overall better FC understanding on our platform, the Guide Plus, which is our learning platform that offers over 10 courses and 100 video tutorials. If you want to improve yourself, become a part of this awesome FC community, and practice with our other valuable members such as Alan, check out our season pass offer with a huge discount. You may also find yourself some exciting coaching opportunities, so make sure to click the links in the description. This quick passing could be also used in a different matter because once you pass the ball towards one side of the field, then that side of the pitch is going to be occupied by the defenders. They're going to shift towards there, and as you can see, when we receive the ball on the left side, all of the defenders, especially the midfielders, are moving towards that side, on the left side, and then their body language is actually on it. So what you can do here to find the open space or free yourself some space is to change the game's direction. And you can do that in 2 ways. You can either go for a long ball like this, or you can go step by step and go for rapid short passing. This is very similar to quick ball movement, but then you have a purpose. You deliberately change the side and then you find the space on the other side which is not currently occupied or which is not getting paid attention by the opponent. So what we do here is to rapidly go for quick passing. You see again one touch passing, and then we have already created space. Since the midfielders are the midfielders were supposed to cover this side has already gone, And then you see we already created a space, and then we have multiple options to go for. We go for the upper side again once more, since we have less occupied space there. And then from now on, you can decide what you're doing. You go for a bounce pass, a back pass, which we are going to see in the next example. And then simply you go inside and find yourself the shooting chance to score the goal. A special way to use this direction change is to actually manipulate it. So by manipulation, I mean you don't go for the same direction all the time. You show one direction as if you're going to pass the ball there, or as if you're going to dribble there, but then you go for the other one. And if you do it consistently or constantly, then you are going to make this defending very hard for the opponent, and you are going to find some space all the time, because you see they're trying to cover off this angle, and you will be passing towards the other side, and then they will have to switch. And just because they left their defender over there, you are going to have the space right here. So if you do it consistently, you will become unstoppable in the build-up. Again, let me show you step by step how I do it. So we will pass the ball towards the lower side, and then that will also directly open up some space on the upper side, since the opponent was actually trying to cover off this pass by moving their player here. They will have to switch towards there, and then you will be able to pass the ball freely towards the upper side. So what happens here, we use the quick passing method again, but then we are circulating the game direction all the time. We will pass the ball towards the upper side. Then the opponent might be thinking, okay, now the game's direction is going to go like this. But no, we are going to have to break the last line of the defense with this tactic once more. So we will pass the ball again once towards here. So you see the green line, the green arrow is the current direction of the game, and we will change it back towards the middle once more, so that the opponent will think, okay, the next move is again will be in that direction like this. So they will anticipate in that manner. Let's see what it looks like here. We will pass the ball towards the center, and as you can see, the opponent has already made their move towards there, as if the next pass will be like this towards the lower side. But this is where the manipulation of the game direction comes in, and you will have to pass the ball backwards towards either the upper side or maybe even towards here. If you pass the ball towards the backside like this, there's a great chance that the opponent becomes really impatient and makes their move around here with their center back, which they shouldn't do. And then this is your chance to create a huge space in behind the defensive line. So we won't be passing the ball towards the lower side, and then we will get it back here. And you see all of a sudden, the current attention point is the middle. They're using their second man pressure over there. They're using their manual pressure over there. And if you are able to get the ball towards the center by using the space you've created or the manipulation you've created like this, then you're going to be very successful. So they bring out their defender unnecessarily. We pass the ball towards the upper side, and then we will have free space and we can do anything we want. This is how you create space with the direction change or manipulation as we speak. We also have a dedicated lesson on this topic with more examples on the Guide Plus if you are curious about it. With the different variations I show you there, you can easily dominate your opponents in FC 26. Check the links in the description if you don't want to miss it out. Next up, we have a very powerful tool that will decide if you can actually leave out the opponent and create space, and that is the first touch. As you can see on the scene, the defender has to make a decision, and if they switch late here, and if they already show you the currently going direction of their defenders themselves or what they're going to defend like this, then you can use this against their point. So what you can do here is to identify the free space that the opponent is actually coming from, and then within the first quick touch, you will explore that space, and you can do that when the ball is traveling. So what you need to do here to see, you see already the defender's direction, going direction, and then you pull away your left analog stick towards from the point or towards the point that they're coming from. So within the first touch, you will do a very single sharp turn, and you will actually get past them to create the space that you have ever wanted, and that will leave you towards a chance. You can use the game's direction against them as well. So as you can see, we pass the ball from the lower side towards the upper, and the opponent thinks, okay, this player is going to pass the ball towards there. like this, and then they will actually try to anticipate with their defender. They will switch in a second and they will try to get towards that side. This is very typical. This is very common of how they think, or how any casual player, a common player, would think. And then if you would take the ball towards there within the first touch, you will be able to get past them. So what we do here is to see the point that they're coming from, or the next potential pass that we can play to, and then we go against the current side. So here you see the opponent has already selected, and within the first touch we are pointing out the lower right side of the pitch so that we will make their first touch towards there, and the opponent already anticipated towards this passing option like this, and this will leave them out in the position. They will also tackle, and then this creates a huge space for us to score the goal. If the first touch isn't enough, then you have to use your left stick dribbling to get away from the opponent, because once you try to protect the ball and once you actually see their intention of going in a defensive way, then you can actually get the ball away from the opponent, and if they take risks in the defense, you will have the chance to create space like this. So in this example, you see we are pointing out the upper side with our player who has the ball, and then we immediately see that the opponent is deciding to go all in with their central midfielder to be able to get the ball from us. So using the left analog stick dribbling, we are going to rotate our player against the player's aggression side, and we are going to rotate like this, protecting the ball, and then we will dodge the opponent. That is one of the most important dribbling techniques, and you have to get this understanding immediately, because if you see someone going that in aggressively, then you have to turn away from them using your left analog stick dribbling. So what we do here, we were going towards the upper side, but then once we see that they're coming in, we immediately switch towards the lower side using our left analog stick dribbling, and that creates the chance for us to pass the ball forward, which will create space. Last but not least, the skill moves. They will actually give you two purposes to fulfill to be able to create free space for yourself in any area of the pitch. So the first purpose is to accelerate yourself with a short burst of speed to be able to get past the defender when you see or identify the free space. In that case, we see the opening towards the lower side when the opponent shortly moves him towards the upper, just because we are moving towards it. You see, this is the direction we're going for, and this is the direction that the opponent is actually covering. So what you need to do here is to identify the space that he might be missing. So here, in that case, that's this spot. But if you just go for a normal dribble, or just for a jog or left stick dribbling, or even just for a sprinting button, then he might actually get back here and then cover the chance rapidly. So what you need to do here is to execute an skill move, which will accelerate you or give you a short burst of speed so that you can explore that free space in no time. So what we do here, we go for a heel to ball roll there, and then we just get past the defender and score the goal. The second purpose you need to fulfill is the direction change, because sometimes you see that the opponent desperately goes for the challenge or the direction itself, and then they heavily try to cover one side of your player. So in that case, we are running forward wildly, we have space in front of us, but then the opponent will eventually catch up, and then he's going for the overcommitment. That means that we are going to have the upper side for free. But as mentioned, sometimes normal dribbling or left stick dribbling or just sprinting isn't enough. And then here, if we just try to go for a dribbling towards the upper side without changing anything like this, we might actually collide with the defender, or he will use the advanced defending against us. So we need a proper direction change, and that is available through a skill mode. In that case, that is the lateral heel to heel, and you see we don't get any contact with the defender. We push the ball first towards lower side and then towards the upper side with the skill move, and that is why we were able to create space in the center, just because the opponent overcommitted, and then we were able to shift the direction or shift the side immediately with a skill move. This is how we create space in FC 26. In one of our latest videos that appears on your screen right now, we show you how to master the left stick dribbling. That will hugely boost you in this direction. Click and watch it right now and become strong with it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, take care and peace.